Hello and welcome to this weekend and the coming week's career, job, and finance reading. This week I've already shuffled and I've got four cards. We are starting off with the man from down under, the devil card upright. Right next to that, we have the Three of Wands, again upright. And we have the lovely, lovely Queen of Pentacles, upright, followed by the one and only Emperor, upright. So all the cards are upright, and let's go ahead and start with the reading. Now we're starting off with the Devil card, and since this is a job, finance, and career reading, this card indicates somebody who is, in their shadow self right now. There's some kind of restriction, work-wise maybe, or finance-wise. There may be some kind of restriction or destructive behavior, a lot of materialism. So this card is all about obsession and sticking to the wrong things. Upright, the devil card, obviously it's all about obsession, possession. So when it comes to finance, maybe you are getting ideas that are not actually good for you. It may be some kind of addiction. Maybe some people may be involved in gambling, or there's something that you are so involved in which is not good for you financially. So job wise, this might be an indicator that you're angry, you're upset, and you're working. You might have some kind of resentment within you with regards to your job and career. So upright, this card is not a good card to have, because it's obviously a negative card. It's all about destructive behavior, it's all about temptation and restriction. It's all the bad things that you can think about is represented by this card, the devil card. So this is a card which usually people don't like to see in a reading, but when this does show up, it actually is a very strong indicator that it's time for you to make some changes. Okay, so it's obviously the devil, so the devil is bad. So you need to take a good hard look at your habits, or maybe there are things that you're doing which may not be good for you. There might be excessive use and abuse of something, which you may be abusing your physical health for the sake of your work. You may not be eating properly, or you might be spending money on things which you shouldn't be spending money on, probably saving it up. You may have certain addictions where you want to invest your money in something, it's not going to work out, but you're still going to put your money into it. Okay, so this is all about earth energy. So you might be dealing with a Capricorn, or a Virgo, or a Taurus as well, but the devil card everybody knows is a Capricorn, so you might be dealing with a Capricorn. So this might simply indicate somebody who wants to control your finances, or you have given control of your finances to probably a Capricorn. It doesn't necessarily have to be only Capricorn, it could be any sign, but that's what this card indicates. Okay, so you have your mind tangled right now. From what I'm picking up right now is that you have muddled thoughts. Okay, your mind is entangled in certain thoughts and certain, you might be having ideas that are muddled. You're not able to find clarity as to what needs to be done. Finance wise, be very, very careful where you put your money. Do not gamble. Do not blindly spend money. So try and save money in areas where it has become kind of an addiction. Where you can save money, but you just want to spend it because you're addicted to doing certain activities. So that's what it indicates when it comes to finance and finance and money. Now when it comes to job and career, be very, very careful with your temper, your way of acting and responding. Sometimes there are people who say, no, just be positive, let's not fight back. And then there is a section who says, no, you mess with me, I'm going to mess with you. Irrespective of which category you follow, this is not a good card to have, because see, however you react when you have anger, you have ill intentions, or revenge, or whatever kind of emotion, negative emotion you may have, it's going to affect you more than it is going to affect anybody else, because you're the one who has all those thoughts festering inside you. So this card is a strong indicator when it comes to your money, your finance, your job, your career, to be careful. Have a control over your temper, have a control over your activities, have a control over your investments and money. Everything related to job and work is it's a way of saying please be careful with whatever you do. Hopefully this card will very soon become reversed and hopefully will not show up in your finances and career job reading. So this is kind of obsession. You're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. That's what it basically indicates. So let's move on from the devil card to the next card, which is your three of wands. So as you can see, if you pay close attention to the cards, you have somebody who has three wands. He has two wands behind him. He has one wand that he is holding on to, and they are all firmly planted into the earth. Okay, you have leaves and sprouting from the wands, and he's looking way ahead. And if you look ahead, there's nothing much to look at. Okay, you can see water, but it's all red, it's just yellow, it's all in the thoughts. He's waiting for something, the ships to come in. It's something about maybe when it comes to your job and your career, you're probably waiting for some kind of an offer, maybe, or you're waiting for some kind of a result. So you're definitely waiting for something to come in, some kind of offer, or you may have been assured a certain position which you want to excuse me, which is something you want to take up, a position or a project that you want to take up, and you're waiting for it. You can see it way ahead, and you're waiting for it to come in, and that's what I'm able to pick up from this card with regards to job and career. With regards to finance, you have the wands firmly set into the ground. So you already have solid investments. So that's what I can see. You have your back towards those wands, which means that these could be old investments or something that's going on in rotation, where you've already invested and the money keeps coming in and they get reinvested. So it's firmly in the ground. It's not something you're going to lose. It's there in the ground. It's sprouting and it is, it's growing, and it will definitely grow. The focus of the man is on that one wand where he has his hand and he's holding on to it. That is also firmly in the ground. That is also growing, but it is something probably more important to him than the ones that are there at the back. He's also using it kind of like a support, holding on and, waiting and looking ahead. So this might also indicate, you having various interests in different fields, various fields of interest when it comes to your job and a career. So you may be firmly, working in a position which is very fruitful. You're making the money. You're doing great in your current, role, and you're happy. But somewhere deep down, you're looking way far ahead. Looking at something, maybe there is some other field or some other offer that you very badly want to get into, an area that you want to get into, and you're looking at it and you're just waiting for something to happen or something, that offer to come in or that project to come in. So this indicates a very stable and a situation where you're firmly grounded. You're waiting for it, and it's also kind of a mental preparation. You're looking at things way ahead. So now this could also indicate some kind of overseas opportunities as well. So if you can see, he's not looking close to it, he's looking far ahead of the water, the ships. It's a different land. So you may be having your heart set on an opportunity which is in a different country, maybe. Okay, and this is all about progress, and expansion, and you're focused. You're very well settled. You're doing very well. You're not bothered, and you're not in a situation where you're doing more than is needed. You're there at a very stable situation, but somewhere deep down in your heart, you're looking at something which is overseas. So he's looking ahead over the water is there. So he's looking at something which is ahead of that water. So there's a water body and there is something on the other side. And since we're talking about job, career and finance, this is somebody who wants to probably go abroad, to another country, and they're just looking at the opportunity. They're looking at the ships. They're looking at other people who are moving. They're looking at people who are going ahead, to different parts of the world, maybe. opportunities coming in. So although he has his back to two good opportunities, he's even holding on to something that is very positive. So he's well settled, he's well rooted, well grounded, but somewhere his heart is not happy. And again, I'm saying his because it's a masculine figure in the card, but it could be a masculine or a feminine energy. So take it as it resonates. You don't have to, be gender specific. But since the card is there, it's easier for me to explain it. So I'm addressing it as a he. So this, maybe you have your heart set on an opportunity or a country that you want to move ahead. You're not satisfied. I mean, you're doing great, you're established, you're doing well in your current position, but somewhere deep down you don't have that satisfaction, or there's some kind of an emptiness or some kind of void that you seem to see that which can be filled elsewhere. So this might be overseas opportunities as well. You may be getting some opportunities that's on the way. Maybe you've already applied, or somebody is out of the blue, you have received an offer and you're still contemplating, should I take up that offer, should I move, or should I stay back in the current position? But your heart is already there. You're already looking at, you've already your back is already turned to the two wands that are there. You're already looking ahead. It's more like somehow it feels like longing. You're waiting. It's like somebody shows up at the shore every day and they keep waiting for that ship to come in. They go back, go to sleep, they do whatever work they need to do, but then they come back and they keep looking at that shore, looking way ahead. When is my ship going to come? So that's when it says, I mean, in a love situation, I would have told probably separation and, you're waiting for your beloved to show up. But since this is job, finance, and career, this is definitely an opportunity, an offer that is coming from another country, or you really want to take it up. Eventually that person is going to make a firm mind, going to make a decision, whether it may be you or somebody around you. That decision will be made. Either he turns around and focuses on the wants which he already has deeply rooted where he is standing, or he is going to let go of the third wand as well and get on a ship and move to another place across the water, across the seas, or some ship might come in and say, get on this ship. So, but this is some kind of an offer which is not in the same place as you are right now. This is definitely in a different place and most likely in a different country. So keep your eyes and ears open. If you may be getting in those kind of offers. If you really want to take it up and you want to move to another country, go ahead and do that. Again, plan everything out. It's not a very easy thing to do. So people go to different countries, get trained and come back. But then if you're planning on moving and taking everything, it's going to be longer. It's going to be a very firm commitment that you cannot change your mind from. So please be very careful when you make those decisions. But again, like I said, there's some kind of emptiness or void deep down in the heart. So that needs to be filled up. So it's again where you need to be in a place which gives you happiness. You need to feel whole. You shouldn't be standing and looking way ahead at somewhere else, looking for your happiness elsewhere. Right? Your happiness should be where you are. Your happiness should be with the people that you are around. You shouldn't have your back turned to, opportunities where you are and then looking way ahead. That means you're not satisfied. So that's what I can see from this card. With the Three of Wands. Moving on, right next to the Three of Wands is the wonderful Miss Queen of Pentacles. This is a wife card. This is a lady. Again, I'm saying lady because a card as a lady. Take it as it resonates. It could be a masculine energy as well, not just feminine. So this is again earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, definitely strong earth energy here. Now this queen knows what she's doing. This is a queen who is very, very comfortable. This queen is probably the most closest to the empress. This queen has money. She's already made her money. She's well established. She's got a lot of wealth. she's sitting pretty. So she has that pentacle in her hand. She has no worries. She's going to take care of her home. She's also going to be taking care of her work because she's obviously handling a money. So this is somebody who's totally capable of handling both the home as well as a career. So since this is related to your career, this is a very, very pleasant and strong card to have. It says you do need not worry. You're sitting very, very stable. You have a lot of money. You'll have a lot of wealth that you're already, generating. It's there, which means even if you're at home, cooking and cleaning, you still have an income, or you still have that money which is available, and you're living comfortably. You have a great home. You probably own the place, or even if you don't own the place, it's very comfortable. It's your home. It's where you feel comforted, and you cook, you clean, you do your own thing. You enjoy spending time at home. You watch a movie, and at the same time you have money as well. You're managing your money. So this could also indicate somebody, I don't know why, since I'm talking about home, this could also indicate working from home as well, because this queen is happily, you don't see her working on anything else. She already has the pentacles, which means she already has the money. So it could also mean that somebody who's got comfortable work, okay, not strenuous work. So the person is already established, has enough money to take care of themselves, so they need not stress too much. So basically this is an indication that providing financially, and it could indicate a working parent as well. So you're financially very, very stable. You don't have to worry about your money or your finances currently at the moment for this current weekend, as well as your coming week. That's a very positive card to have, along with the King of Pentacles. Of course, he has not shown up, but the Queen of Pentacles has definitely shown up. This might be you. So the ladies out there, if you're listening, this might indicate you as well. You might be a earth sign, especially Capricorn. You could be a Virgo or a Taurus as well. Right next to the Queen of Pentacles, the last card that we have in the job, career and finance reading is the one and only Mr. Emperor. He is a combination of all the four kings. You have the King of Swords, the brilliant intellectual king, the King of Swords. Then you have the beautiful King of Pentacles, the wealthy man, the man who knows money. Anything he touches, gives you profit. Then you have the King of Cups, the man of all emotions, of romance. He is the king of, love and all the refinement that you can find in, life. And then, of course, you have the King of Wands, the fiery, passionate king. Combine all of them together, you have the Emperor. This is somebody you do not mess with. See, whenever you see an Emperor card, it indicates somebody who has already been there, done that. The Emperor is an elderly man. If you see his beard is white, his hair is white, but he already has his armor on. The man is not retired. He's still sitting on the throne. So this is somebody you do not mess with. The Emperor is the ultimate boss. You do not go against him. So this might be an indicator of a boss or somebody in a position, in a position of authority in your life. Since we're talking about job, finance and career, this might indicate your boss. It could also indicate you as well. So again, take it as it resonates. I have seen Emperor card show up for a lot of women as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean, you need to be a man. It could be a feminine energy as well. The Empress has different energy. The Emperor has different energy. The Emperor is, again, very, very organized, strategic thinking. This is somebody who's way ahead in thinking. You might be planning something to do, and this is a Emperor. This is a person who's already 10 steps ahead of you. Okay, so whatever you're planning, this person probably has 10 different ways of getting there ahead of you. So this is a boss, and this is somebody who's, evokes leadership. The second you look at this person, you want to be respectful towards this person. This is like the, ultimate father figure. It's all about discipline and very, very stern king. But he is fair as well. Obviously, not a king, sorry, emperor. But obviously, he's a combination of all the four kings. So he's going to have all the four quantities. If he wants to show emotion, he can show emotions. If he wants to play around with money, he can do that. If he wants to be all about fire and passion, he can be that. Or if it's all about just intellect, he could be that as well. Okay, this is all about stable and very very stable, very protective, and this is somebody who's always in control. Discipline, you do not disobey this emperor. So you might have a very very strong boss figure, or somebody who's in authority, whom you're dealing with right now. This is a fire sign. So, and this card usually indicates Aries. So that might be the person who you're dealing with, a person who might be of the sign Aries, and doesn't necessarily have to be that particular sign. It could be any other sign as well, because this is somebody who's very structured. So this is again following routine. If you are still in your initial stages of your career and you have not reached that the boss position or position of authority, and if you're starting out, and if this indicates you that this indicates a time where you need to be very very strategic and follow a system. If you make up your mind that you're going to wake up at a certain time, you're going to finish these many things in that particular day, these are the activities I'm going to finish, you need to finish that. You need to follow that structure. And if you're already doing that, then you are the emperor. Okay, you're not going to stray from your list of activities or whatever you're doing. Now the best part about the emperor is, this is someone you do not cross. Okay, I don't know why, that is something that I'm constantly picking up. This is somebody you do not cross, a very very father figure, so very very obedient, very respectful. So if you're dealing with somebody who's much senior to you at work, and if you have a good opinion about this person, good, this person will uh, evoke the sense of respect within you, and one look at them and you will want to respect them. They are in a position of authority. So if you're dealing with somebody, my suggestion would be to be cautious, because this is somebody you do not mess with. But since this person has shown up in your reading right next to the Queen of Pentacles, this could be your boss. This is definitely a father figure, and right next to them is the Queen of Pentacles. So when it comes to work wise, a very structured way of thinking when it comes to your money, your finances, where your job as well. Make sure you stick to your routine, you do your job, what you need to do, follow what you need to do, and do not stray from your activities that you need to complete. So that way, you're structured. This will bring a lot of success. And this is, like I said, I keep on repeating it, this is not somebody you want to mess with. So do not upset your boss, or get into an argument or anything. If there's something bad happening, you need to speak up. Nobody's saying you shouldn't speak up, or you shouldn't stand up for yourself. But remember, this is somebody who's already been there and done that. This is the emperor. He already knows. He's been through wars. He started probably at the lowest level, and he has gone through all the phases of the king, and then he has reached the emperor level. He's not a king, he's an emperor. Okay, it's all about structure and power, ultimate power. This is somebody you do not mess with, and ultimate leadership. Okay, so you might have a boss or somebody that who's actually guiding you. So although I keep saying this is not somebody you shouldn't cross or anything. I know there are a lot of people there who hate their bosses, who probably keep cribbing about their bosses. I'm not talking about those kind of people. I'm talking about a genuine guide. This man knows what he needs to do. He has already been through all that. This is somebody who could close his eyes and tell you what is, and he's always ready to lead. He's probably retired. Okay, he has already been through wars. He's seen all the shit that needs to be seen, and he is peacefully sitting on the throne. But his armor is still there. Okay, which means at any point of time, if a war is declared, it wouldn't take him too much of time. He's just going to get up and go to war. He'll be ready to strike, and he'll be the first one to strike, and he will be successful, and he will win it. So it's a very positive card to have in your job, career, and finance reading. Okay, except for the devil card, obviously, because it indicates some kind of an obsession or addiction where you're spending money on things that you shouldn't be spending too much of money on, or you have certain habits, your anger, your temper, or certain things, that you may have to control when it comes to your job, your career, finance as well. Stop wasting your money. Basically, maybe it's time to save up money. The Three of Wands, the second card which we had, you have your heart set on some kind of an offer, probably in a different country. If you want to go for it, go for it. If you think that's the right thing to do, that's what you should do. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. She is a very stable queen. She already has the money. She's not worried about anything. She's wealthy. She's basically focused on her own money and she's doing her own thing. So if you are this person and if you're somewhere, worried that your finances are going to be a problem, don't worry about it. Queen of Pentacles says you're going to be fine. Okay, and then finally the Emperor, the leader. This is somebody who's guiding you, protecting you. That's the main thing about this card, protection. So there is somebody who's protecting you, standing by you, who's there always. Okay, so there might be an age difference as well. Although this is not a, love reading or a relationship reading, it's got to do with job and finance and all that. But I do see a lady, or, it might be a masculine energy as well. But the Queen of Pentacles being guided by the Emperor. Okay, so you're already stable, you already have the money, and probably, but this Emperor is telling you or showing you or guiding you as to where you need to invest your money, where you need to put in your money, and probably investments and make that money. It could be a boss at work who's guiding you in your career. Probably you want to move on to a next level, you're looking at a promotion, you need guidance, you want to take up a certain role. So he's the one who's going to be guiding you and pushing you ahead to the next position or the role. So very, very positive combination of cards that I have got for job, career and finance for this weekend and the coming week. And it's a good thing, I had very good cards for health as well as for love reading as well. So be positive, guys, do your best, and hopefully things will look up for those. If you feel you have some kind of insecurities or anything related to finance, job or career, be advised, you're going to be fine. The worst never happens. Have faith in your capabilities, your skills, and in your own self. So nobody can beat you except you need to compete only with you. Nobody knows you better than you. Okay, so have faith in yourself and also have faith in your God, if you are a believer, in whichever religion you believe in, and whatever kind of faith you believe in. Spirituality is universal, so believe in the universe, and hopefully good things will happen to you. So thank you for spending your time with with me on this job, finance, career reading, and we'll catch up with the next reading for the next week. Until then, you guys take care. Thank you. Bye bye.